Are you thinking about buying the ArchAngel token? But are you worried that it might be a scam? Don't sweat it. Today we're going to be reviewing that ARCHA token in full. I'm talking about its founders, its tokenomics, its roadmap, and its future price potential. Because it does seem that we're pretty early in the project's life cycle. So stay tuned to the end of the video where you'll find out if I actually buy ARCHA myself and add it to my portfolio. Assalamu alaikum. Hey, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so my name is Ryan. This is the No Autopilot YouTube channel. How this happens is we have a community poll every single day listing the top tokens from across the community that folks want to have reviewed. And whatever receives the most votes gets reviewed. In addition to that, I did set up a Patreon, so quick personal shout out. If you appreciate the content and you want to support the channel in a monetary way, you can be a Patreon supporter for $5, which gives you unique access to my portfolio and my moves, as well as voting power for token review videos. So if there's a token that you love or you heard about and you want to get my opinion on it, if you're a Patreon member, I'll do that for you, no problem. So the link for that will be down in the description. Let's see, last thing here, disclaimer, not financial advice. I'm just some idiot on YouTube who likes talking about crypto. Before you invest in anything, you probably want to take in at least 2 to 3 different pieces of information, ideally that are conflicting, and then the truth is probably somewhere there in the middle. Okay? So now we get all out the way, I can't be sued. Let us talk about ArchAngel. So from a high level, it is an ERC20 token, meaning it's built on the Ethereum blockchain. It is a community-led project who's aiming to increase crypto adoption, make it more secure and transparent for folks who are new to cryptocurrency. They started back in September 2021, so it's still fairly new. And really the cornerstone of ArchAngel is the distribution of value ecosystem. So the distribution of value ecosystem, in essence, what they're doing is they have ARCHA as a core project, the core technology, but then they're allowing other projects to go ahead and build using their technology stack as well, share and communicate their progress, their momentum, and through that unity of projects and codes all working together in a holistic way, it's going to, one, allow the project to grow really rapidly because they could build quicker, faster, easier, but then they also have some interesting tokenomics on the back end to go ahead and reward all holders for supporting the token. Quick pause here for comments. Ultra P, ARCHA is far from a scam as you can get. Okay? Crypto Caddy, happy Monday to you, sir. Hey, happy Monday to you too. I went ahead and I read through the white paper. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I did some deep research into the tokenomics, into the wallets and Etherscan. And so I'm just going to be sharing with you my take on this thing. So the main problems, and this is important when you go to evaluate a token, the main problem that they're aiming to solve is to provide solutions for mass adoption of crypto. Now that is actually a fair point. I think that's one of the biggest challenges that cryptocurrency has is new folks who are coming in, one, feel like everything's a scam because it's so complex, managing wallets and different tokens, liquidity pools and pairs. I mean, there's just so much to really wrap your arms around. And the other big challenge being compliance and regulation. So through ArchAngel, their goal is to go ahead and make that simple and easy and straightforward for folks so they can go ahead and they can enter into crypto maybe just a bit easier. And by doing so, be able to apply the technology that they're building across their teams to go ahead and actually take care of some real world issues and problems. That's what they're aiming to do here. Let's see. Checking the comments right here. Crypto Caddy, good ARCHA Cafe. Happy Monday, people. Yeah. I like to see that the chat's lighting up on a Monday. Markets can be red, but we can still be positive in chat. Okay, so let's start with one of my first issues with ARCHA. I watched some other videos on YouTube, and they claim that the founders are doxxed. And to me, my hard-earned money that I bled, sweat, and tears to earn, I'm not putting it into something if the people behind it are too afraid to put their face front and center on the project. Now, what we have here, they have a list of the team members with pictures and descriptions, which are great pictures. Descriptions are written up fairly well, but all these links go straight back to the Telegram. I prefer if it were to go to a LinkedIn page that showed a career track record, experience in crypto, experience in technology, something that would give me more confidence that this thing's a real deal. Okay? In addition to that, when you do go ahead and you click on this thing to go to their Telegram, it's dead. There's like 180 people in it, tops. Now, I do know that we're early in the project, but this thing launched back in September. So it isn't that early. From my count, 148 people is what I noted in the Telegram. So take that for what you will. For me, major red flag right there. I don't vibe with having undoxed founders. This isn't uncommon in kind of the meme coin, community coin space. But for me, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look. That's the wrong Telegram. That's the Telegram I pulled off their website. That's the link at the bottom of the page. Telegram. Okay, so I pulled up their Twitter page. Again, to reiterate, it does seem that we're early in the protocol's life cycle. 3,700 followers, 188 are following them. They do have a YouTube channel, which is cool to see. You don't always see this with meme coins or community coins, but they do go ahead and they have some videos up there right now kind of talking about the project. For me, another potential concern here, though, is that when you watch these videos, they're kind of like, especially this first one, it's kind of like pieced together. You know, it's supposed to inspire you, get an emotional reaction out of you to feel that you have the potential to make major monetary change in your life by investing in ArchAngel. I don't know. I think that's kind of preying on people. I don't really vibe with that either. So what else we have? I pulled up their Reddit. And the Reddit, again, early in the protocol's life, 1.5 thousand members, 6 of which are online. I went ahead and I scrolled through, and it is actually pretty active. It seems that there's ongoing discussions, especially about some of the news and updates that are coming out on the project. So let's see, quick pause here. What we got? There's a big difference between doxed and fully doxed. Yeah, there definitely is. Our Telegram is almost 3,000 members, sir. Your link is not right. That's the link I pulled off your website. The community team is active there daily, just under 3,000 members. Cool. Wow. I'll take a look, sir. All right. Do it. Okay, so when I look at target market cap, so for these type of projects, what are they trying to replicate? What footsteps in the sand are they trying to follow? And I would say, after reviewing this coin, they're targeting that Shiba Inu, that Saitama type project, right? Where the whole backbone of this being a success is going to be their ability to grow their community. Now, when we go ahead, we take it the wallets. So they have seen a growth trajectory since they went ahead and launched this protocol. Looks like right now there's around 4,653 wallets. Again, this isn't uncommon. This isn't uncommon to see for a new project. There aren't a lot of holders, but that's kind of a double-edged sword, right? If you get in early, maybe there's potential. But the fact that folks aren't flocking to this, maybe that's a sign. Of course, I went ahead, I looked for any major partnerships. There weren't any that I could see. And when we look at venture capital backing, this isn't the type of project that would earn that type of investment. So taking a step back, I would say this particular project, we are in the early days of a meme coin. Early days of a meme coin. Tokenomics. So there's 100 quadrillion tokens. 45% were burned at launch. Now they do have these taxes that are built in, and this is also like playbook, textbook, meme coin type of process here. So sending a certain percentage to the burn wallet, which would reduce supply and give ongoing pressure for the valuation of the token to go up, a reward to ongoing holders, and then a percentage being sent to the operational budget, which is typically a multi-signature budget, wallet, which this one is, and that just allows them to fund marketing. So again, in terms of a meme coin, that looks relatively straightforward. Let's see what we got here. CryptoCaddy. The website only takes you to the ARCHA announcement, not live discussion. We will pass this on the web team. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Let's see what else we got. Now, we've talked about this before. One of the major pumps that happen with these meme coins is when they go ahead and they have an exchange listing, because the vision is that now your token is going to have access to a much larger pool of investors and capital. And so any type of community effort to go ahead and drive momentum and interest in the project, now you actually have more people to buy, more people who have access to buy. And so one thing I thought was mentioning to shout out here, if you're investing in this knowing it's a meme coin and you're hoping to go ahead and be on the right side of a pump and potentially dump, 58% of that multi-sig project wallet is going to go to exchange listings, which if I was running a meme coin, that's probably what I would do as well. I would try and send as much money as I could to go ahead and pump that thing up. What else do we have here? So we talked about that distribution of value ecosystem. So the main values that you're going to have for having this token is access to pre-sale opportunities. So partners within their network when they go to launch. If you have ARCHA token, that would give you early access to go ahead and pre-sale into those tokens before they hit the main market for everybody else. Information on development of the protocol. Projects may decide to go ahead and launch on ARCHA first, so that gives you a first mover advantage in picking those things up. And then of course you can go to stake your ARCHA and earn reflections across the entire ecosystem. So ARCHA's here in the middle, projects are building out on the side as they're interacting with each other and users are using it and percentages are being burned. Those reflections are going to go ahead and all hit those ARCHA holders. Now one concern I have here, I was a big supporter of SafeMoon way back when, not anymore. I sold it after I lost like $2,000. But typically with these reflections, one problem I have is that they're siloed. So like you have a Uniswap pool where tokens are being bought and sold and a percentage is being burnt. But those reflections only hit the folks on Uniswap. Or if you're on Bitmart and people are buying, selling, trading on there, those reflections only hit on Bitmart. Unless there's some back-end process that I don't know about, maybe somebody could hit me up in the comment section of the video here, let me know. I think I would like to see what they're going to be doing to kind of manage that process going forward. Quick pause for the comment section here. Blockchain Betty. What's up, Blockchain Betty? Hope you're doing well. See, the backbone is the utilities of the ecosystem and that it's a community coin. Yeah, I'd agree with that. CryptoCaddy, just wait till he sees the ecosystem roadmap and progress from day one to today in 4 months. He will see we are everything but a meme. I appreciate the honest feedback. Yeah, man. Look, okay, so if you're new to this channel, I don't think meme coins are bad. I own meme coins. Okay, the thing with meme coins, though, is you have to have a strategy when you're going in and what you're expecting to get out. Because if you're just there to ride it, you're going to get wrecked. But if you have a strategy, you could do well for yourself. So, yeah, so one other concern I had is when it came to governance. So they mentioned that's a community-led project, but I couldn't find any detail across the light paper, white paper, YouTube, website, Reddit, social media about how the community actually has a role in the management process. Typically, that's run through a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, where if you hold the token, you have a voting power in that protocol. So that maybe that's not built out yet. Maybe I missed it. Let me know in the comment section. But for me, I thought that was another question that stood out. Okay, so when we talk about markets and where to buy. So right now, this thing is only up on Uniswap. I imagine if their marketing efforts pay off, more and more people begin shilling this thing and promoting it, they'll probably go ahead and get enough money to list on a lower tier exchange and then hopefully springboard off into a higher tier exchange. Another thing to keep in mind when you go and you buy these type of tokens is the volume. So let's say you went ahead and you bought ARCHA and this thing pumped. There's only $55,000 in there in daily volume. So if you, let's say your value went up to $1 million or like something crazy like that, there's a bunch of other holders who are in that same position. And so you cashing out that $1 million cash, walking away scot-free, probably going to be pretty difficult. And that's why buying tokens that are just on Uniswap is kind of frowned upon and maybe not the best idea, because even if it goes in your favor and it does pump, you might not be able to sell. You might just be stuck. In addition to that, so ArchAngel is built on ETH. We mentioned that earlier in the video. So you also have to keep in mind gas fees. I'm not saying ArchAngel is doing this, but some of these meme coins, what they do is they go ahead and launch on ETH, and you go and you buy in kind of FOMO, and as the token goes ahead and depreciates in value, you go to sell, and now you're looking at an even greater loss because you still have to pay your ETH gas fees to go ahead and exit your position. So pretty much you just sit there and watch your tokens disappear. Again, not saying that's happening with ARCHA, but I've seen it happen to folks before, and I wanted to share it with you. Let's see, what else we got here? All votes go in on the Telegram. Okay, it's managed to the Telegram. CryptoCat correct. We are listed on CoinsBit. Okay. Yeah, I imagine that team is working to get CoinMarketCap updated. Definitely. All right, what else do we have? News. So they did have an audit put through by Solid Proof. Solid Proof isn't a company I've heard of before, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm not in the audit space. I would bet eventually if they get enough money, they'll probably go ahead and try and get their hands on a CertIC audit, which again really doesn't mean anything. But for like new investors, you know, it kind of makes them feel a little bit better about a project. They do have a staking pool that just opened. So if you have ARCHA tokens, you're going to be able to go ahead and stake those ARCHA tokens and earn more ARCHA tokens. So that's pretty neat. What else do we have here? Oh, pre-sale. Again, this is straight off the Reddit, but they do have pre-sales going on for some of the Guardian project. So again, if you own ARCHA tokens and you hit kind of some of these parameters, it'd give you the ability to go ahead and get early access to some additional tokens. This is a model that's become really, really popular, I would say, in 2021, because everybody wants in early. Everybody wants in early on the next greatest thing. And so if you have a meme coin that also now has a launch pad for other meme coins, like it's max meme coinage. But who knows? Who knows? It might work out for you. Let's see. What else do we have here? Says ArchAngel, we are getting ready to launch on a major exchange soon. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we look at the roadmap. So one thing to note here is that this thing runs from September when they launched through June of 2022. Okay, and for the most part, it looks like they're executing per their goals in this roadmap. So this is what the roadmap looked like on the white paper, and if you actually go ahead and hop onto the website, you can see there's things that are changing, things that are being filled in, progress is being updated. Again, when you go ahead and you look through this, a lot of it is community-based, marketing-based, and so I'm led to believe that there probably isn't a great deal of technology and teeth kind of behind this thing, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means you kind of have to know what you're getting into when you're trying to make some money off this thing. What else do we got? Oh, so this, okay. So this was a red flag for me. Going through the light paper, not the white paper, the light paper, they mentioned that 500 initial enthusiasts spent over 4 weeks developing this solution before it was launched on Uniswap. It doesn't take 500 people to launch a project on Uniswap. I could launch a project on Uniswap. So I'm doubting the validity of this statement that 500 individuals came together to build ArchAngel token. So I'm just letting that be where that is. Let's check comments here. I think it's funny it's called a meme coin. Far from, brother. Hey, opinions. Let's see, CryptoCaddy. This feedback is what helps us hone in. Web dev has passed the message about the Telegram link. I was one of those 500. Cool. Cool. So look, I would say, am I going to buy this? Am I going to buy ArchAngel? The answer is no. A resounding no. I would say pros. So the positives is that it's very early. It's very early. And if you get in on the right side of a meme coin prior to it pumping and really taking off, you could do pretty well for yourself. If you've watched my videos, you've seen that I actually went out and I picked up some Shibnobi tokens just last week on some FOMO. When I say the cons, the 500 enthusiasts, I doubt that claim is accurate. In addition to that, since the protocol is so new, they probably don't have a ton of money. And when you're looking at a meme coin and you're hoping for it to grow, you have to have money in order to go ahead and begin marketing and get the community built. Those go hand in hand, and you have to have one before you have the other one. In addition to that, projects that go ahead and they hope that people will go ahead and bet in early on these things are going after those kind of gambler types, right? Those folks who are going like 100 to 0 type investment. In addition, you have the ETH gas fees. So even if you're down on the token, you're going to be down even more when you go to sell the sucker. And then probably my biggest con of all is the branding. Because ArchAngel token does nothing for me. Like when I look at the logo, I look at the graphic design, it doesn't do anything for me. And when you're talking about a meme coin that's going to be pumped around community, that is so important, right? You have your Doges, your Shiba Inu, even the stupid Safe Moon, where you take the word safe and you smush it with the word moon, and it like makes people feel comfortable. So, yeah, so wrapping it all up, I watched a bunch of videos on this thing. I did a bunch of research into it. I'm not buying it. I'm calling it a scam. There could be a lot of folks putting a lot of work and effort behind this thing, but there isn't enough there for me to go ahead and vouch for it. I'm out.